Yo, we live. What up, Bex? Yeah, yo, we here. Um, yeah. We got some I guess some work going on outside of my house right now. So, uh praying that it nothing happens to internet or um yeah, or anything else. Hopefully everything stays going. So one night. Completely forgot that it was happening. So, but yeah, hey, we got the points right here, boys. We got the points. Yeah. Last week, after a rough week, took 3 days to get through the whole main events. But we got Ken's leading. Obviously, is still undefeated, going 1-1-1 first 3 rounds. Tonight is a triple crown, so we'll see if we can continue that. Maybe win all three mains. They're gonna be staggered, so we get to watch all three mains for both classes. Um, but yeah, it is obviously Ken's over Murda, who is tied with Shifty, and then Moza P4, and then Yoda. These pictures are presented by MXB Paddock on Instagram. I am lazy. I say that every week, so I just get from him. So go follow them. He posts all the like weekly updates on like team transfer stuff like that. Um, and yeah. Now, if I can remember how to do this, it's only been 5 days. Um, yeah, the we got the points up for 450s now. Obviously, Cam's still leading, but he's only 6 points up on Jake and 16 up on Linz, who's a little bit ahead of Reed. And that is pretty much, your points as you can see down there. Trojan had a bad week. His internet was messing with him, so he messed up a lot of spots. TJ, he's actually on Moto Academy now. So that's something for him. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to see if we got the main event lists up. It looks like we're still waiting for qualifying to quickly finish up here. Looks like we got 250s. So let me do this for you guys just so I could get that up and rolling. All right. So we're swapping over. We got Ken's P1, HW P2, Yoda P3, Moza 4th, Frank 5, Bob Billy 6, Chapstick 7th, Ika 8th, Brian 9th. I think that's Brian is how you pronounce it. Jam 10th, Jer 11th, Murda 12th, Victor 13th, Aaron 14th, K 15th, 16th for that is Nico. Redo 17th, and Shifty is going to be 18th. So if I scroll up here, we'll see if we get the LCQ list. We do. Try and be ready to load in. We got Easton, LH, Mateo, Mystery, Leo, Zvepia, Zvepi, Smiles, RP, Strider, Leo, Braden, William, Benderson. Some guys we've seen in the mains a lot are down here in here. We got Valentine. He's been up there quite a bit. He's even got number 34. So there's that. We're going to see if 450s are in here. Yes, it is. Looks like Reed is going to the LCQ. Dizzle's going to be in the LCQ. HM. Logan, he's kind of always in there, but he always managed to make through. Davey, who was in the main last week. So a couple guys that probably shouldn't necessarily be in here, but we go up at his Cam with a 50.05 tenths quicker than TJ, who, like I said, on Moto Academy this week. So sent for him. And then Boy, Trojan, JS7, Steiner, Linz, Sundog, Jake, Fresh, Pitt, Chase of Ashka. Now, Aiden, Dorian Merritt, Tiger, Miles, and Taro. So that is all them. Now we're just slowly waiting for lobbies to, either go up or we're just waiting for them to kind of pop up here. So yeah, now we just wait. I'll continue playing the music. Just at a low level. And yeah, we'll wait for all this to kind of come through. Yes, sir. Waiting for lobbies to go up. Should have some LCQs. You can see scrolling across. We're gonna do the 14 LCQ if we could get in time. Don't know. They might just start it just to get things going. Said it's gonna be a long night. Obviously, see all the races. Like I said, staggered. So, you know, gonna stream sim. Probably not since Kellen's doing it. If outdoors come around and Kellen does not do it again, I'll probably end up doing it then. But yeah, I'll only probably end up doing it if Kellen has to stop again. So, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if Kellen's gonna, I'm not gonna obviously do it because it's Kellen. But yeah, if he's gone, I'll probably take over again, just to hold it over. But if it's gonna take this long, I'll just start running the edits. Make my life easier. All right. Showtime, boys. 450 LCQ. To see how many guys can get in. Mystery said that apparently Dizzle can make it through the first corner. Let's see where his gate is. That'll determine it all. Does he get the far inside? Oh, he's not. Oh, Dizzle. Ooh. 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 Uh-oh. Where's Dizzle's gate? Ooh, that's not the best. I mean, it's an alright gate. It's one of the more straighter ones, but I don't know if it's the best. Alright, from inside to outside, we got Isaac with the stock gear and the glossy helmet. Love to see it. Heck yeah. Danny, Davey, Jesse, Reed, AK, Trey, Scoob, Dizzle, Chromes, Jones, Crispy, Ashford, Pickle, there go Dylan, KN, HM, Arturga, Uncle Ben. Down is the gate. Well, someone's looping out. It's Trey, and it's going to be AK getting into the first corner. It's going to be Reed, Isaac. Dizzle looks to have gone down, so you know he's in that little group maybe. He's somewhere. But Isaac's going to be leading the way with the stock gear. We got Reed and P2 here right behind him, with Jones coming into this quad section here. They all go step on off. Danny is down, so Dylan's going to get in there. Trey is going to be P5, but Isaac going to lead him, and Jesse backflips before the finish. Reed's going to be P2 coming into the whoop section here. We'll see how good these guys can get it. But it's Isaac and Trey. Danny down on his own. Chrome's the HM, AK all getting by. Trey was down along the inside with him. Isaac makes a mistake in the rhythm afterwards, so it is going to be Reed leading the way over Isaac in a big group of Chromesy, AK. Ooh, AK sends him, takes himself down. Jones gets collected. Ashford gets collected, so KN is going to go through. Danny, Trey, quad, and over all these guys to get the double here. Oh, someone's front flipping that is HM, and he gets landed on by KN. And Trey taking down Danny. Everyone is just cleaning everyone here in this LCQ as AK goes right on through. And then Trey makes a mistake, so HM is going to get back by him. Going to go double here across the start straight. We'll see whenever it loads all the timing. HM is in the final transfer spot over Trey, who's sitting P4 right now. He's going to go over table, triple case, and then go double, try to triple. He's going to case that as well. AK made a small mistake over the bars because Trey. So Danny and Ashford are going to get right by him into 5th and 6th. But going on ahead, it's going to be HM getting a drive through the whoops. Going along the right-hand side, AK covers the door, but nice square up from HM. Able to get right on by him. Going to go for the trip on the inside. AK cases just a tiny bit. This is the final for P3. They're both going to get the quad here just following each other. Going to go for the triple real quick. We'll see if they could hold on. They do got to not fight each other. AK off the track. It's going to give him some cuts there. So he's got to be careful, as it looks like it is Danny trying to move on forward on that Team Furry Esports Team. Wow, that's a team name for sure. Going on forward, AK and HM are still battling hard, getting the step on off triple, single into the corner. The more consistent line for all these guys. So just gotta, be kind of, clean, smooth, and consistent to make your way through this. Dizzle up to P9 now after that horrendous start, getting swappy a little bit for AK. Saves it barely with HM as well. He's gonna hold on. We'll see if Danny can close in even just a tiny bit more here. I'll stay in far outside to get the triple instead of having to check up for the double. Both getting the quad over case for HM. That's going to hurt him a little bit, and AK is going to get by into P3. So just keeping an eye on this battle scene. If anything unfolds, you see Danny in the background there trying to slowly catch up. AK does a 180 there. Didn't see fully what happened. I was keeping an eye on Danny. And now Danny's going to jump on by him, getting the triple on. Do they both get the quad? They're going to collide in mid-air. They both save it. But now Danny immediately loses that spot. AK tries to go for the triple, cannot get it. And now Danny's right behind him, going to slide out a little bit. Not careful. Ashford's going to close in. He's going to get by Danny going on, off, triple. He might be looking down the inside. He tries to quad cases, and AK's tries to square up, and Danny gets by him. But Ashford is going to pass right into that P4 spot by just being patient, not trying to collide. And AK gets in the back of Danny as Danny tries to cover the inside from him. See if they could get through the whoops here. Danny looking down the inside. Is he going to send it? No, he backs out to get the triple in here and then double. So trying to keep it clean through this little bit. Triple for Danny. Going to run into the back of him. Somehow stays up. And then he's going to get the triple on. Ashford's going to go double, triple, double across the start straight cleanly. Danny does not get it. So Ashford has a little bit of breathing room with AK, Trey, and Dizzle right behind him. So Dizzle's still in a shot to get this with a minute and a lap to go here. Danny cannot get it clean. A case for Ashford, and AK is right back in this, getting past Danny. Gets the triple in, sends it onto the start, and past Ashford he goes into that P4 spot. Cases the step off, though, and Ashford's going to get him right back. Danny making some cases of his own. Looks like Dizzle had a small mistake back there with Trey. But Ashford leading this P4 group right here, trying to hold on. Oh, and Ashford down he goes. Danny just barely misses him. We'll see if all these other guys can catch up. So now it's AK into that final championship spot ahead of Danny, Trey, and then Ashford and Dizzle just on the back end of it. So Dizzle's got to hope something can happen here. Getting the triple on. He cases for Danny. Trey's going to get the quad. Ashford's going to come on through here. And AK still leading the way. Got to be careful with Dizzle as Danny cases. Kind of checks up Dizzle a little bit. We'll see what Dizzle can do here on the back. Keeping an eye up front, but also sticking to the back of this pack. See if any of these guys can move forward. Danny down. Dizzle and Ashford going to get by smoothly. It is on to the last lap. Dizzle. Oh, and Dizzle's down. That's going to cost him his chance at it. And it looks like Trey's making mistakes of his own, so he might not be able to catch AK. But it is white flag. See what these guys can do. Ashford cases on his own. All right, down the inside. We got to keep an eye on Trey's. He makes a mistake of his own. Down he goes onto the oncoming lane. HM's got to be careful. And it looks like that is a disconnect for him after that crash. So AK's got to just be smooth and hold on. And he's going to be the final chance spot into this main event, into the Triple Crown. We got Isaac is going to lead the way. Looks like he's going to get the win over Reed. And then it's going to be HM P3. And then we got AK holding on steady for that P4 spot. Getting the triple. Got the lapper getting out the way. But it is Isaac getting the victory here in the LCQ. Like I said, Reed P2 is going to be P3 for HM just up the road. There's Reed sitting on the finish line. And then AK is going to get that P4 spot here to transfer on through. And then go backwards. It's going to be Ashford, Dizzle, Kaysen over Danny. Goes down. Love to see it from the boys just battling it out. Dizzle dying once again. But hey, Davy's going to get by him. There's Dizzle. Thank you, Nico, for that. Don't know why the text is kind of small in that light box, but that's for sure. But it's going to be Isaac, Reed, HM, and AK moving on to the main event with the rest of these boys. Oh boy, we starting, boys. We starting. It go time. Alright, boys. Main number one. Hopefully it'll be quicker to start up the rest of these. Ooh, Ken's far inside with the red plate. I'm making sure everything's working, all sound, everything seems all good to me. And it's looking like main number 1. Alright, so we got Ken's, HW, Yoda, Moza, Frank, Bob Billy, Chapstick, Ika, Brian, Jam, Jer, Murda, Victor, Aaron, K, Nico, Redo, LH, Easton, and Nick MX. Looks like we had one person not show up and one person did not get to the gate. It is Shifty who did not get to the gate. We'll see if we get a red flag for him. But gate is about to be dropped. We're on the inside with our points leader of Ken's. Revs are up. Gate's down. And Frank backflips. Come on, Frank. Got to do better than that. Moza gets O, and Ika just kills him. O and Jam just kills everyone. Chapstick's going to get out front. Jam got awarded the whole shot, but it's Chapstick and Ken's. Looks like Jam going from off the track. Sneak to the line there. Mistake from Chapstick. Victor goes down, takes Ken's, going 360 with them. And then, so it is Jam leading after going a little off track there. A little cheeky line from him to get to the lead. With HW, P2, Ika, P3. Then we got Ken's, P4, Victor, Murda, Chapstick, LH, Brian, Nico, a whole bunch of riders now coming on through. But through the whoops we go. It is still Jam leading the way over HW and Ika. These are your top 3 right now as we got 9 minutes to go here. We'll see if we do get that restart for Shifty. I don't know for sure as Jam goes front flipping over that inside rut. Ken's is going to maybe get through here, but the top 2 do. And now Jam going for the double cross the start. He's going to case. So that's surely going to give Ken that P3 spot. And through he goes. Looks like HW made a mistake. So it's going to be Ika into the lead with Ken's tripling on by. He's going to not be able to do the quad here. But down to the inside he goes. He's going to launch it onto the start here. So it's going to get the step on off. Do they go triple? They do. And they're going to go triple again and then single. And then into the corner. Here we come up to the finish line. Ika mistake. Ken takes him down as he tries to rejoin. And Ken's is going to go into the lead here. Once again, nothing new from your points leader. Just being out front early. And we'll see if he could check out like he normally does. Here comes Murda through the way. Looking down the inside of Ika. He gets squirrely. Takes the outside. Murda having to stick to the right side of the whoops. It's not the quicker way. Like Bryn. Okay. Got that. Alright, but HW gets passed by Ika. Murda's going to get by him too into that P3 spot. Now see if any of these guys can, make way to catch up to Ken's before he starts pulling away from everyone. Here comes LH and Victor trying to make their way around HW's LH mistake. Victor collides, goes down. Redo's going to go down, and Chapstick's going to get by him. He's going to triple on off. Ooh, we'll see what he could do. Cases the triple. And we're going to try to move forward on these guys. Ooh, still some mistakes back here. Gonna keep an eye on Chapstick, see if he could hold on past LH here. Getting the triple single. It's gonna be double for LH. Frank right behind him doing the triple single line. And then we'll see what LH can do if he could remount. Or if Frank could even start to move forward here. Someone's down in the background. It is gonna be Ika, so HW and Murda are trying to move forward here. They're gonna all go to the left-hand side. Different from the 4-2 class. They're not tripling into this corner. They're only doubling, so they could take the inside, go double here. Kind of a safer line for these 250. Yep, English hard. HW kind of casing off the side of the track. We'll see if Murda can make a pass here. He's looking down the right-hand side, gets a step off. Not so cleanly. HW guards the outside. Murda squares under. They're still going to have to go double here. Neither of them could get the triple. Down the inside looks Murda. Going to go step over. He's going to go double. Can he get the triple? He can. And then is he going to triple into the corner? He does. I don't know how much quicker it is. Looked about the same between the two of them. But down the inside goes Murda. HW defends. They're going to both take the inside line here. Murda not going to the small rut. Gets a little kicked weird. Loses a bunch of time. And now he's going to have to worry about LH making a close in as Frank trying to make a move on Chapstick. His Jam is now back up here after going down out of the lead early. Going double, triple. See if he gets a drive on Chapstick. Looking down the left-hand side. Cuts over on him. Goes down, and Chapstick goes down with him. And Jam able to make the pass easily with Bob Billy as well. Both of them getting by cleanly there. And then Chapstick looking down the inside of Bob Billy. Forces him high. Takes him over the berm. Oof. Case is trying to get the triple. And now Nico is starting to move through. He gets the triple on off. Does he get the quad? He's going to go tail over single.
And then he's going to go double. He's going to able to stay ahead of Chapstick. Chapstick looking down the inside here. Going to go step on off. Case for Nico. Chapstick getting the triple. Bob Billy cases. Redo's going to come along here and get the 2-for-1 here. Oh, mistake. Gets into it with Bob Billy, and down goes Redo. Now we got a 4-wide battle here for that P7 spot. Down the inside goes Frank. Oh, Nico getting a little squirrely up there. He's able to save it. Frank going down the inside here, going for the double triple line. Can't get it clean. He's going to go double single. And then all these guys going inside. Mistake from Chapstick. Oh, almost gets landed on. But he's going to save it. Does he get the double across the start? He doesn't. He cases, and Bob Billy is going to get by him, along with Jam. Oh, and Nico just gets punted. Chapstick taking no remorse here. Absolutely sending anyone flying that tries to go around the outside in that corner. So Chapstick playing a little dirty here. Ooh, and Jer mistake. Moses is going to get by him. First, we see a Moza. He had a good showing last week. Unfortunately, not as good of a start this week. And Chapstick down once again. So all these guys getting by him. See if Chapstick can move forward. He was up there early, made some mistakes, and just absolutely taking no prisoners on anyone on the outside of him. So move forward a bit. Looks like Frank is down once again. Hate to see it for him. But we're up with Bob, Billy, and Jer. For these guys, that's P7. HW in 4th. And then there is Murda and Ika going off track. So Ika's going to get some cuts there. Can't even get the triple on cleanly. And then Jam is going to jump on by him into that P3. Moves him out of the line. Still gets the double. Not so cleanly, but front flip for Ika. And then HW is going to get by. Actually, no, he's going to accelerate off the track. Might get some cuts because of it. So they're going to go step on. And HW has a chance of moving into that P4 spot now. From that crash, you might even get it just because of the cuts here with 3 minutes remaining in this first main event of the 250 class. He is going to have him because of those cuts. He's going to go inside here, shoot across this track, get into the rut, and then they're all going to go outside here, get the triple, double, get it cleanly. See Ken's in that red gear just across the track on this double here. Quite a big lead getting into some lappers. So Ika and HW fighting hard here for this P4 spot. Got LH, who's actually ahead of both of them because of their cuts up to P4. So these guys are battling for P5 right now. Kind of reverse order of where they are on track is how they are in game. Oh, mistake from all of them. LH had a single. And now there's a bit of a room between them. But Murda's starting to pull away of Jam on that power machine. And then through the career comes HW, LH, and Jer all along with them. And then we see Moza, K, and Bob Billy just a little bit behind them. So just keep an eye on all these battles. Who made a mistake up there? It was HW out of that P5 spot. So all these riders are going to get by. Jer got by. LH gets by. Moza gets by. Moza looking down the inside of LH. He's going to get the double. Or all going to double through this rim section to get the triple cleanly. He's on the outside. We'll see what LH does. He sticks it around the outside. Hits the top blocks, and over the bars it goes. And then he is able to rejoin safely without getting anyone. Still gets ahead of LH, though, because of it. But now he lost 3 spots just trying to make the pass for 1. And HW and Jer gets into it. K's going to go by Bob Billy. He's looking down the inside of Jer. He gets right on by him here. Looks like Jam and Ika are battling up there now. But K holding on strong. Ahead of Bob Billy. We'll see if he could hold on to that P5 spot with HW having so many cuts. Bob Billy mistake. Jared's going to get by him, maybe? Nope. And around the outside goes Moza on Yoda. And Jared mistaking the whoops. So Moza's going to get by him. Getting the triple double here. Oh, Yoda's tiny case, but he's going to hold on. Said he's still one of those guys that's top 5 or top 10 in points. I think he's up to 4th now, maybe 5th in points after a good showing last week. So just keep an eye on all these battles here. Remember, there is 3 main events, and it's Olympic-style scoring, so they still have a good chance of finishing on the podium. Maybe even get a win if Kins makes some mistakes, even though we haven't seen it all year. Moza gets into the back of Bob Billy, and down he goes. So that ends that, and it looks like Ika got past Jam here, going into the loops, see what they can do. See if they hold it on steady. They do. And then looking down the inside, Ika makes a mistake. Jam's going to get back by him because of it. So they're moving forward. Murda looks like he made a mistake because he was 7 seconds up the road, unless there's cuts because of it. And now he's just that one spot up there on him. Getting the triple into the triple on, off. Does he get the quad? No, he's going to back it down, go table over single. Looks like Murda is down up ahead, so Jam has a chance to get into that P2. Triple. Oh, ooh. Might have been a little bit of lag. No, it looks like it was. He made that tiny mistake. So Jam's got to be careful because now Ika's right behind him, and he makes a mistake of his own, just turning too much in that corner. We'll see if Jam can catch up. Time has expired. And now Ken just has to hold on. Ooh, hold on to it, Jam. Getting kicked sideways here. We'll see if he could catch up to Murda, who's just right up the road. Yeah, Yoda's got to get some better starts. You know, that P20 to P7, it looks like we've been seeing that far too often this year. He always gets a horrible start, but he's always manages to work his way up to try to get to the top 5. And it looks like Moza's down and Yoda's going to get by him. And getting the triple on, off. And then he might be losing a little bit of touch to Murda. And Ken's just crossed the finish line, so it's last lap for him. We're going to keep an eye on Jam, see if he can catch up to Murda here, who's making tiny mistakes up ahead. So we just got to wait and see. Like I said, last lap. Got about 50 seconds left to do it based on their lap times. He's going to go inside here. Misses the inside rut. That's already costly for him on this lap. Cases has to go double-double. Hurts him even more. Double through here. So we're going to take our eyes off this just a little bit as we go up to Ken's, wherever that man is up here. But taking the first moto victory, still going for the perfect season, is Ken's going to win main event number 1 of the 250s, keeping that streak alive of winning every main event. Here's Murda jumping over Victor here. Gets the triple, and then another triple to the single. We'll see if Victor, hold on him. He isn't, so there he is, and Bryn is going to come across there. But Jam is going to get P3 with Murda getting that P2. It's going to be P4 for Ika. P5 for K. Bob Billy's going to get that P6. It's going to be P7 for Jer. And then HW is going to come across actually behind him and get him off cuts. Moses getting P9. Nico's going to come up to P10. And then it looks like Frank's trying to move his way forward past him. But Nico, Yoda down the inside. Oh my god, 3-rider pile up before the finish. Everyone goes flying. LH is going to cross the finish line first because of it. Easton gets by him, then Yoda, and then Frank. And it's going to be Redo, Nick, Bryn, Victor, Chapstick, Aaron, and then Shifty with the non-DNS. All right. Yeah, they're all staggered, so I can watch all of them for that reason. Damn. Yeah, mine had a 1050, my first actual gaming one. We got Cam far inside. Okay. Cam, TJ, Callum. Damn, all the Moto Academy guys. Oh, you didn't change your name, TJ. Don't like that. Got Boy, Trojan, JS7. Somebody will load in eventually. Lynn, Sundog, Jake, Fresh, Pitt, Chase, Aiden, Dorian Merritt, Tiger, Miles, Taro, Isaac, Reed, HM, and AK. Who's the one boy not loaded in? It was Steiner. Of course, Steiner. Let's go. All right. Well, res are up. Gate's about to drop. Gotta wait and see what will happen here. With the 450, got all the Moto Academy boys on the far inside. Gates down. Who gets a good drive? Someone's looping their Larry. It was Sundog and Cam. Amazing start from the far inside, and it's going to be him and his new teammate of TJ going 1-2 off the start here with Boy right behind him with that Element FXR. Callum, another Moto Academy owner, coming through, and Cam is down. I don't know if he collided with TJ. I was not fully looking at them. So Cam down, he's going to have to work his way through the pack in these next 11.5 minutes with TJ leading the way. And Callum, the Moto Academy boys, out front early. Cam's already back up to P4 after that crash, up to P3 now. So It's a Moto Academy 1, 2, 3 locking out the podium right now. See how they all get through the whoops? Cleanly, it looks like. Triple double for Callum here. And then he's going to get past TJ along with Cam. Cam's going to go outside. TJ's going to follow him. Does he get the quad? No, he's going to go step on, off, and then try to double across the start straight. He can't get it cleanly. TJ cases. Aiden's going to get by. HM, Boy, and Dorian Merritt are all going to get by him. And there's a long train of riders. We got 2 Element FXR riders. We got a Bud rider of Dorian Merritt, and they're all tripling by as Aiden made a small mistake there. Who was your fast qualifier last week at Anaheim too. But Boy trying to make a move on Callum here. Looking down the inside. He's going to go step on, off. Cam hitting the different line so he can triple into the corner. Boy's going to get the single, getting past Callum after he makes a mistake. HM trying to follow in pursuit. But Boy getting by into that P2 spot rather early with Cam still in sight. See if he could have a shot at it. But Cam leading the way early. Boy sitting pretty in P2. We got Callum in P3. HM making a mistake. Dorian Merritt gets into him. They both go down and takes Aiden down with him. Wrong place, wrong time. TJ, Trojan, Sundog, Miles. Reed goes down with Chase. Hate to see that for both of them. And everyone moving their way through. Lynn's still buried. He is down in P13 right now. Oh my god, even more carnage of Trojan and Sundog. And here we finally see Lynn's trying to get past Trojan. Here is a cluster of riders. Taro. Oh, and Pitt is down in the way. I think he went down from the opposite rhythm. And then everyone is just getting collected in this first rhythm section. Ooh, there you go, guys. Anyone who does not have the season pass, use that real quick. Nico getting some good things going for you guys. Miles goes down here, though, at a P5, and Dorian Merritt's going to get on by him. For anyone that is concerned, that is not a sketchy link. That is actually Nico who runs the MXB shop. But Trojan trying to hold on. Ahead of Miles. He's got Reed and Jake all behind him. They're all going outside. Anyone going for the quad? Nope. Ooh, actually Miles gets it. Ooh, Merritt was down up ahead of him. And Miles is going to get by because of that quad. But we're going to look on forward. It's Boy still sitting in P4. Callum P3. His Boy looks to have made a mistake. And actually looks like Miles is trying to triple on by. Cases, down he goes. Trojan up into P5, and now he makes a mistake. Boy goes down, actually. Trojan just barely misses him. Dorian Merritt's going to get by. Reed's going to get by. Jake's going to get by. Everyone getting by, both Miles and Boy, because of those 2 mistakes from him. So now, oh, it is a fight. Ooh, Reed getting kind of shoved out of the way there from Dorian Merritt. But he's able to hold on it nice and clean. We'll see how these guys get through this rhythm here. They're doing all perfectly clean. See if anybody goes for the quad. They're all some setting up outside. Dorian Merritt. Ooh, mistake from Reed. Dorian Merritt gets the quad. Boy gets the quad. Jake and Reed do not. And that's what costing them time along with Reed casing right there. And Miles is going to get by on the outside. Reed leaves him the room. And now we see Linz and Aiden as Reed makes a mistake. Linz going to get by him. Aiden's going to jump by him as well. So these two trying to move forward after horrible starts. With Boy and Miles' mistake up ahead. So Linz is going to jump on the left-hand side of him. Get by going down the inside, singling into the corner. And then we see Reed who's just up ahead of Aiden again. So that happened. Trojan still battling hard in a P4 spot right now. Oh, Dorian Merritt's correlating the loops down. He goes in the main line. Linz tries to avoid him. Does just barely without going down. Going for the triple-double here. He's going to get next to Dorian Merritt. Has the inside line. Can't go for the quad. He's going to have to settle for the triple on. Dorian Merritt goes for the quad. Cases. And then Linz is going to double across the start straight. He's not able to get by him. So even casing that quad, it might still be a little quicker than having to settle for the triple on off. But Linz down the inside. Middle line. JS7 coming back from off the track. Dorian Merritt gets a triple. Linz gets a double. Takes the line away from him. And then through he goes into that P7 spot. Now he has to work forward. Reed is actually getting by Dorian Merritt as well after he makes a mistake. So Reed attaching a rope to Linz and moving forward along with them. See how far these two can go. But Cam, see on timing and scoring, leading the way 7.5 seconds ahead of TJ, his new teammate, and Callum. So it is a Moto Academy 1, 2, 3. Dorian Merritt front flipping. The whoops are just taking him by a storm. He cannot get anything done. Ooh, chase. Little lag. Don't know if that's me or him. I think it might be him. So everyone else looks fine. Jake trying to get past Trojan here for that P4 spot. Gets the triple on off. Looking down the inside. He is your P2 in points. Trying to gain someone. Cam, who is leading, which is not good for him right now. Looks like Callum was down up ahead, so now Trojan and Jake are battling for P3 in this first moto. Trojan down the inside gets squirrely. Jake makes a mistake trying to avoid him, and Trojan might be able to hold on here, and now he's got Boy, Jake's teammate, trying to get in the mix here. Ooh, getting a little squirrely for Boy. That right side, not the best line to go for through the whoops, but he didn't want to follow absolute nasty scrub onto the start straight for Jake. Going around the outside. Getting the quad. He's going to double. Gets the triple cleanly. He does, and through he goes by Trojan. And Boy's trying to follow him through. Kind of stuffs him in the corner. Doesn't take him out. Cases the triple on. Or the triple out of that corner. Can't get the triple on. So now Jake trying to move forward to catch up to Callum for this P3 spot. See if he could do it. See TJ just up the road. Mistake from Jake. AK getting lapped. And now Boy is closing in on his teammate here. See what he could do. Boy, I think, is top 10 in points. We look at it after this moto, but down the inside he goes. Can't take the line away. Oh, gets squirrely. Squirrely saves it barely. Gotta love the MX Bikes physics, boys. Holding on to it just barely through the whoops. Gets the triple out of the corner cleanly. But now we'll see how far Jake can move up. He's still in a good position for a good overall here to where he doesn't lose too many points to Cam if he can't get the win by the end of it. But Boy gets the quad and jumping on by his teammate. He does. Into P4 goes Boy. As Jake, I think Boy actually might have some cuts though, because he was even behind Trojan while still battling with his teammate. So it looks like he does. He has about a second of cuts. Maybe about 2 seconds of cuts. No, it looks about it's just a second. So he's got to get more than a second ahead of his teammate of Jake. Across the finish line, we'll see if he can get it now. He does just barely. It's now 3/10. Mistake, though, in the rut. And now Jake's going to get a drive through the whoops on him, and he's going to be right down the inside. Does he move his teammate? No, he plays it clean. And cases because of it, so trying to be the nice guy. And unfortunately, it costs him in the end. But he's still got to be close. Ooh, mistake. Boy has to go double, double, double. Well, Jake gets the quad. Triple into the corner, looking down the inside. Ooh! Ooh. Boy trying to cut down. And Jake just wasn't there quick enough for that to happen. And now it's going to cost Boy big time as Trojan's going to get by on track now, too. And get the triple out of the corner to single onto the start straight. Oh, and mistake from Jake. Another one with Callum just up the road. Like I said, a good chance at P3, but these mistakes are just not helping him out here. Now Trojan has a shot. He's up to P4 because Jake now has cuts because of that off track right there before the finish. So Trojan a good shot at getting on the podium in this first main event. Going for the triple double as Jake cases and down he goes. So Trojan getting it easy. Now Boy's going to try to jump on by him. They're side by side. Jake's getting the triple, cases it, and moves Boy out of the way. Not letting him have it, and here comes Reed trying to make a move. Gets the quad. Does he get the double? He does. Now see if we can get the triple in the corner. Around the outside, he tries to go with Jake. Gets it done. What a move around the outside for Reed. And that'll move him up into about P5 now, bearing any cuts that he might have gotten while moving forward through the pack here. Misses the inside rut. Ooh, almost gets collected with them. But he's going to hold on nice and steady. And now Reed getting the front flip for Jake. Barely saves it. And now Boy's going to be right back in the picture for him. Down the inside he goes. Jake leaves the room. The teammates fighting hard there. Reed off the track. And down he goes because of it. Small mistake. And Boy goes down the inside. He's going to get past Jake so far. But in the whoops, Jake just in that lower line is just that much quicker. And Boy sticking to his inside after the finish where he just doesn't hit it. So now I know tough battle here, but one thing I see on timing and scoring is the teammates of TJ and Cam are fighting, and now Cam is still ahead of him on timing and scoring, but TJ, who has just that extra second of cuts, so Cam's got to be careful. He's just got to stay within a second. TJ cases, and almost goes down. That kind of ends that battle that we were just getting ready to watch, but TJ Looks to be finding that flow. Got on that Moto Academy machine and, might have found the flow that he lost early on in the season. Could just be that number 9 that he's wearing to, gives you a little bit extra speed somehow. Then we go back and we see Isaac getting a lap down, AK, Tiger. And this is just how far the gap is. It is 23 seconds all the way to their teammate of Callum. So those two are just checked out on each other. Rico from MXO. And then Chorjan now still right on Callum. He has a chance of getting on here. Gets the triple on. Callum misses up. And Chorjan going to move into that P3 spot. I think he also had him on cuts, but now he has it on track as well. So Chorjan slowly finding his speed the later on he gets in this season. So we'll see just how far forward he can get. I don't think he can catch English hard. Don't think he can catch up to our leaders as TJ got back by Cam as we weren't looking. So now he has a big enough gap to where TJ could probably steal one from Cam and get the first main event win in this Triple Crown. 16 seconds. I don't know if they'll get to the finish line before time expires, which is not going to be in Cam's favor as he cases the quad out. Triple out of the corner into the single. 4, 3, 2. Time is going to expire, so 1 lap to go here. Can TJ hold on? I think Cam might have got a second of cuts, so yeah, it looks like it. So now it's even playing field, and TJ just has to hold on as Cam squarely down. He goes off the track. So TJ made a mistake of his own, but with that crash from Cam, TJ just has to slowly bring her on in, hit the consistent lines, doesn't got to go for the big ones. But he still hits the quad in here, actually over-jumping it now. Double on the star straight, gets the triple. And then we'll see now. I don't know if it was with the lappers or just a mistake of his own, but TJ was able to slowly inch back forward to him after getting in that P2 spot, catching up to his new teammate, and now making the move into the lead late in the race. With 2 laps to go, he made the move. But through the final rhythm section, TJ refound his speed, and he's going to take the first main event of the night here for the 450 class. It's going to be TJ leading him into main event number 2 in about 30 minutes from now. With Cam getting that P2 finish, Chorjan, a solid ride through the field, is going to come across in P number 3 as we see all the lappers getting on through. Here's AK, and then now we finally see Chorjan come on through. He's going to get that P3. Callum just about to get passed by Jake. Jake trying to square up, gets into the top block, and Callum's going to cross the line. Boyd's going to beat Jake across the line because of that small mistake, trying to get by him. So instead of he had a chance at P4, and he's going to come across P6. Linz is going to come across P7. 8th is going to be Reed. 9th, Aiden. 10th is going to be Steiner. And then 11th, Miles. 12th, Fresh. Pitt, 13th. Tiro, 14th. Chase, 15th. 16th, JS7. 17th, Orin Merritt. 18th, Isaac. 19th, Sundog. 20th, Tiger. 21st, AK. And 22nd for HM. Well, looks like a race is about to start, boys. Go time. Everyone gets on the gate. Mostly same gates as last time. Still got, Ken's, HW, Yoda, Moza, Frank, Bob, Billy, Chapstick, Ika, Jer, Bryn, Jam, Murda, Victor, Aaron, K, Nico, Redo, Shifty, LH, and Easton. It's fine. You can just play him now. Now you get him for free instead of spending $23 on tracks that you might not be ready for. All right, gates down. Let's see who gets a good jump here. Looks like Moza might be getting one. Murda's looking to get one on the outside. Can he hold it? Oh, 3-way, and Moza got the whole shot. Murda trying to come on through, run the outside. Ooh, he's going to get some cuts because of it. Ken's is up here early. Moza gets into Murda. Down he goes. And Ken's up front once again. Like I said, still trying to retain that perfect record here. Still going through. We got Ken's leading the way over Redo. Then we got Ika, Victor, Aaron, and then Bob, Billy, Chapstick, Moza, Murda, Frank, Yoda. All these guys coming on through, but it is Ken's leading the way. Chapstick and Moza down with each other. Ken's getting the triple in. Oh, little 360 from Ika. We got Redo Aaron and Bob Billy moving on through. Ika going from off the track. Then we got Jam, Yoda, HWK. See what all these guys can do here. But still Ken's holding on strong out front. Like I said, he's one of the better riders here in the class. And really proving it here, going for that undefeated record. HW looking down the inside of Bob Billy. See if he can get it done. Going to single into the corner. Going to go double here. And go on, off, get the triple. Someone made a mistake. It was Ken's out front, so now Ika and Redo are battling with them, but Redo makes a mistake. Dualies over the finish line between the two of them. Ika holding on strong, cutting across the track, making some tiny mistakes, getting in Ken's way just a little bit in the whoop section. But Ken's holding on strong. We'll see if he could rebound. Oh, cases the triple and the double. HW trying to move forward with Bob Billy. And then we got Ken's following in pursuit now. First time he's had to be on the attack, except for, I think it was San Diego where he came from. It might have actually been last week where he came from buried, one of the two. But he's going to get the triple onto the start straight, get the triple on, and now he's going to give himself a decent-sized gap over the rest of the field with Ika making a mistake there. And casing, almost goes down. HW moving forward now. Getting the double onto the start straight. All of them stepping on, off. And we'll see if we go back here. Yoda finally getting a decent start here. Murda even moving through the pack after that early crash with Chapstick, I believe it was. Might have been someone else that I was thinking about, but Yoda, we finally see have a decent start. He's been having to work through the pack constantly through those first 3 rounds, and even last moto for the first main event, he had to work from dead last to just get up to P7, I think, something like that. Maybe down to P9. We fought towards the end. Oh, Murda almost gets in the back of me. I think he did. Almost goes over the bars, and then we see Frank. And then tripling into the rhythm here. Yes, I am the new streamer for EU since Cupcake will not be doing it this year. So Murda holding on strong in P6. He's got Yoda up ahead of him. Oh, he goes for the step over line to go double, triple into the corner. Don't know how much more that works out for him, but Bob Billy now under pressure from Yoda, who's trying to make a move. Looking down the inside, has to follow him through here. And they all cut across here into the low line through the whoops. Oh, over the bars he goes. Little chance Hymas action there. Gets a bad kicker and goes over the bars. But now going back up front, it is HW leading over Ika and Bob Billy, who are second, third, and fourth. Not able to get the triple onto the start for HW. And both of them are going to get by him. Ooh, Ika mistake. Bob Billy gets in there. HW's going to be able to double. Gets past Bob Billy. Nice work on Ika. Getting the on-off triple, and he's going to triple into the corner again to get the single. Gets it cleanly. We'll see if he could hold on to maybe remount a charge after that tiny mistake there. Trying to triple back on to the start straight. Looks like Bob Billy missed the rut there a little bit. Just saw it at the corner of my eye. Case for Ken's. Down he goes. And now Ika moving forward. Can he get the triple? He can't. Oh, front flip over the bars for HW. And now Ken's has to remount as Ika's in the lead. HW trying to make the move. First time I kind of see the crack in the armor for Ken's. Don't really see these mistakes from him. Looks like that's just not comfortable with the track, or just showing how hard the track is to be consistent as he normally is. With Murda now closing in here. Remember that P2 last moto, so he just beats Ken by 1 spot. And, you know, he has a chance of passing him. Ooh, Murda cases. And now HW trying to get by him double. Even if he is a cheater, I just have to call the race as it is happening. So I will call it as if he's not cheating, and then we'll just deal with it later once he gets banned if he fully is cheating. Oh, Ken's mistake. HW trying to get by him down the inside. Down the inside. It goes mistake from Ken's. Ken's might be backing out of going for that triple. Bob Billy, oof, barely cases it. Murda going double. That triple is getting hard for these 250 riders. So now they're all going back to the inside. Even Frank's getting on the back of us. And then going double, double, double. And then they get the triple in here. Kens moves HW out of the way. Through he goes. Oh, somebody's flipping HW. They're talking about Ika, not HW, Noah. The guy who's leading. Oh, Kens. Oh, my God. 3-rider battle. Murder trying to get in the way here. Going on, off here. Murder trying to make some moves here. He's got to get by him. Oh, and off the track. He jumps trying to single into the corner there. So Frank's going to get by all of them. Inside for Bob Billy. Frank is finally in this battle. Oh, gets a little squirrely. Oh, swaps and down he goes. Yeah, we're seeing Ken's finally switch up from that triple-double. I think it might be a little quicker to go triple-double. But Ken's, I think, is just not consistent enough for him. So he's swapping it up. And, you know, it might help him out here towards the end. So Ken's not even... So he's starting to avoid all the rough lines here. He's going to switch up as Bob Billy's trying to stick with them and follow in pursuit. Ken's one of the only riders on the Husqvarna, along with Victor, Moza, and Redo. LH has retired. And mistake from Ika, so Ken's trying to get back on the lead. Double doubles as Bob Billy goes for the triple single. So now it is a 3-rider fight for the lead instead of a 2-rider fight for P2. And it looks like Ika has a second to cuts. So Ken's is by him right now on timing and scoring. See what he could do. They're all going inside here. And actually Bob Billy's going for the triple in. Ken's gets by him on the inside. Has to go double though. Ika cases the triple out. And Ken's gets by him into the lead here. And Murda gets by Bob Billy. So we're keeping an eye on this 2-rider battle for the lead. Ika looking down the inside of Ken's. Does he give him room? He does. He backs out of the challenge. Ken's goes down to the second rut. Cases. Ika gets it clean. Gets the triple on. And now Ken's loses even more time. So he doesn't get the quad. Bob Billy's behind him with Murda. So Murda's got to be looking up ahead of him. Got to try to quickly get past Bob Billy so he can catch up to Ken's and maybe make a move here on him. So that way he can, you know, move forward and help himself out. Going into that final race, his mistake from Ken's. And Bob Billy and Frank is getting by Murda now, actually, battling just behind him. So Frank and Murda are battling. Something happened to Bob Billy. Looks like he either got taken out or off track, and Murda down as well. So Frank either causing carnage because he was the one closest to both of them, or both of these guys just went down on their own trying to get past Frank. As now Frank's sitting in P3. See just how close he could get up to Ken's with Murda just behind him. They're all doubling here to get the triple into the corner. Get it cleanly. Hit the middle rut. Mistake. Ooh, case for Frank, same as Ken's. And Murda apparently too, so he can't get the triple on. So it's getting even more challenging for all these guys to get that triple on or get the triple out of the corner. Is Frank now holding on? Looks like they got about 2 laps left here. Step over for Murda, step on for Frank. We'll see how close they get towards the end. It's about even there. So Murda looking down the inside. Frank protects. And then Frank cuts over into the... Ooh, gets a little squirrely. He's going to hold on to it, though. Go inside. Murda sticking to the outside to get the triple. He gets it cleanly. See if he gets alongside. He does. Oh, he does not get that close, though. He actually tried, but couldn't fully get there. It's now they're just right on each other. Ooh, Lapper gets in the way. Actually, no, that's Ika. That's a battle for the lead here between these two. Keep an eye on third, but now it's a battle for the lead between these guys with Victor up ahead. Can Ken's get the double? He just barely does. Now they're going to go on off. It is coming to the white flag, but they battle for first and a battle for third. And they're starting to merge together here as Frank and Murda start closing in with their battles. But last lap, Ika leads over Ken's. And then you got Frank and Murda battling just behind him. Ken's gets the drive, stays to the right. Ika tries to cover it off, cannot get it in time. And then Ken's misses the inside rut. Oh, and Ika, small mistake. Even Frank is now closing in. He's going to get the triple. He cases. And Murda's going to get by him into that P3 spot. There's a chance for anything to happen here. See if any of these guys make a mistake. Frank goes for the triple. It's going to hurt him here. Can't get the triple in the corner. Getting a little too anxious there, sitting in that P4. Mistake for Ika. Murda's going to get by into P2 with a shot at Ken's coming to the final rhythm section here. Case for Murda. Has to go double-double instead of getting that triple. So we'll see if Ken's can hold on here. He's got one more rhythm to go. Gets the on-off. Goes for the triple. Triple. He's going to get the single. And that undefeated streak is still going to stand here as he gets the main event win. Number 2 ahead of Murda. Just barely almost leading none of it until that final lap. Murda finishes P2 again. Ika's going to get P3. Looks like Bob Billy's going to get 4th. And Frank is going to fall down to P6 after HW gets by him. I don't know what happened to Frank there on that final lap. But Ken's going 1-1. Murda's going 2-2. Ika, don't know where he got first moto, but Bob Billy, HW, Frank, Yoda, K, Jam, and then Shifty. After unfortunately not starting that second moto, then we got, it looks like Bryn, Aaron, Nico, Jer, and then Moza, Easton. And then it's going to be Redo, and then Victor and Chapstick, who went a lap down, and LH, who was tired. Oh, lapper drama. That sounds like Frank, though, always yelling at something.
If that's possible. If not, it's all good. I have a general idea, but all right. Main event number 2 for the Fort Fatty class.
All right. We got Cam, TJ, Callum, Boy, Trojan, J7 Steiner, Lynn, Sundog, Jake, Fresh, Pitt, Chase, Aiden, Dory, Merritt, Tiger, Miles, Terrell, Isaac, Reed, HM, and AK. Down the inside we go. Gate is down. See who gets a good jump. It looks like Linz is going to get one with Steiner. Oh, he might get boxed out. Linz is down. Yep, kind of saw that happening. And Cam's going to get the whole shot here in heat race number 2. And then is TJ, Boy. Oh, it looks like Cam made a small mistake. I mean, whatever is easier for you, Ryan, but if you're able to do the first 2, it'd just help me figure out results going into that final main event for all the classes. But TJ leading across the start. And Cam immediately moving into P2, getting a good drive. And TJ mistake Cam into the lead. Not what he wants to see. I've got to fix my mic a little. There we go. But Cam leading early. Kind of a repeat of last moto. And then Boy and Jake in 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. 3rd and 4th, sorry. With Cam making a mistake. Falling all the way down to P5 now after that case. But Aiden slowly moving forward, trying to close in here. With Jake going down. Ooh, Sherver. Wow. I guess the kids from last week finally got out of school. Because, yeah, everything looks fine on my end. Well, I love this community. Oh, back to edits, I guess. Now we just wait and chill. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a plus. It looks like they also took down the 250 servers at the same time. Oh, there's the boy Scrax right there. I mean, it's an old Prospect Designs edit, but our boy. To everyone for all the follows. Um, I'm running the ad so that way we could get it over with. We'll see if it actually happens during the thing, but I hope not. I hope we wait for it to end. Should have done a shorter one. Just waiting for people to join. Hey, so looks like if we're able to do the next 3 motos, I don't gotta worry about 2 videos. Don't gotta worry about erode, and now we could go back to it. Say all but one. All but one person has joined for the 450s. And waiting on one person to sync. Alright. See if we can try this again. Well, everyone that's in here is synced in. Yeah. I mean, we're at 21 people, but everyone's synced in, so. Oh, Sundog just connected. So if we didn't click it in that 1 second that I said he was in or not. Yep, so now we're just waiting on him. Hopefully his load time is quicker than Pit. He's in. Alright, we're good. Yep, everyone no syncing. Damn, 360 ping. Alright, trying again. Cam, TJ, Callum, boy. Oh yeah, double pack the bikes. Now you just need to get TJ some skins, and then we're good to go. But Cam, TJ, Callum, Boy, Trojan, J7, Steiner, Lynn, Sundog, Jake, Fresh, Pitt, Aiden, Dorian Merritt, Tiger, Miles, Taro, Isaac, Reed, HM, AK. Somebody did not load. Oh well, sucks to be you. We're getting ready to start now. Gate is down, and Sundog did not get a great start. Lynn's getting another one to see if he gets boxed out by Cam. Oh, and he just tucks front end on his own, it looks like. But Cam with the whole shot once again over Boy. TJ up front with him. Looks like a repeat of first moto, but over the bars goes TJ. Just off the track he goes, with Cam into the lead, with Boy and Jake behind him with Fresh of 7MX. And through they go. But Cam leading the way early, just like he tried to the first moto. TJ got up quickly. He's got Reed, Dorian Merritt, and Fresh up ahead of him. He had to figure out where to go as Reed. Oh, they almost collide through the whoops. HM down the inside of Reed, takes the line away from him, pushes him off the track. Oh, and through goes someone flying. Someone's internet decided no thank you. TJ trying to move on forward to get back to his teammate as quickly as possible. Try to have a good shot at this main event number 2 victory, or even get P2 so that he could be tied with Cam going into that final main event. Just has to get around them as Cam goes down, and Boy and Jake are going to move in to P1 and P2. Jake looking down the inside of his teammate. Side by side, going to get the triple single into the corner cleanly. Maybe a tiny case for Jake, but he's able to hold on. And Cam down the inside he goes, not able to make the pass happen, as Boy's going to hold on to P2 over Cam. Oh, whoa, and a little squirrely for Boy, and then flipping goes. Alright, but Jake able to get the triple into the corner. So it says some drop frame, nor the frame drop is for internet. I don't know if that's me or just people were starting to get crazy. So it doesn't look like that's me, as my stuff has settled down. And yeah, they're back. The children are back, boys. They're back. Their lives are so miserable. They gotta come and do it to us. I got the perfect picture for this situation. Yeah, I don't know. Like you can take results, but it's like it's gonna suck either way. Well, let's go to more edits, boys. Hooray! Keep going. Just gotta keep going. Well, we got through 4 races. We got through an LCQ and two 250 motos and a 451 before they got bored again, I guess. You know, to be able to know how to do this shit, you have to be pretty tech savvy, know how to work servers and shit, which, you know what that means. You should be good enough to get a job in this type of field. But instead, they waste their time DDoS and MX Bike servers instead of, you know, actually using their talents for something useful. I guess, man. Like, shit, if they're proud to say, "Hey, I DDoS MX Bikes race for 2 weeks," fucking more power to you. Yeah, thank you, Zeb, for the raid. I really got to figure out how to make that text bigger because it looks tiny. I don't know why. I use OBS. It's like this whole thing I found weirdly. So it's like they're more of like browser files for it. So I mean, I could probably figure out how to do it, but I'm also like, most of the time it's like, hey, new follower or new subscriber. It'll say their full name like that, like big letters. But anything written out like, hey, this person has gifted or this person rating, it makes it kind of small. So I think it's more of just like the overlay for it thing than anything else. Yeah, I could tinker with it, but right now I think it's perfectly fine. Like I just kind of made it small so it could fit in that tiny corner up there in the top left. I could probably make it bigger, but I could probably mess with it here to where it works bigger, but it's like, yeah, it's not a huge deal. Yeah, I increased it a little bit. I guess we'll see how far we get into this next shit. Okay, we'll stop that for a bit. Alright. You're starting, boys. We'll see how this runs. Alright. Revs are up. Gates getting ready to drop, boys. We got Cam on the inside. Gates down. Third time's the charm here. Looks like Linz did not get a good jump. It's going to be Cam into the first corner and hole shot. Third time in a row with TJ right next to him. And boy, right behind him, Sundog. Way to go off track there, buddy. Big gains. Chase lagging his butt off like always. Here comes Cam down the inside here. Sundog around the outside of TJ. Mistake from Cam. He's going to case, get in front of Sundog. Sundog goes down because of it. And TJ is going to go right into the lead here and lead us cross lap one with Team Doolies from both the teammates of Moto Academy. Should have TJ's gear by next week, according to Alex. We'll see if he actually gets it done. But Cam leading the way here ahead of TJ with Jake right behind him. Top three here, top three riders, I would assume, you know, heading into the night. TJ obviously number one, Cam points leader, and Jake sitting P2 in points. So looks like getting the quad double for both the Moto Academy riders here. Around the outside they go to get the triple onto the start. Triple on off, and they're going to quad into the corner here, looking down the inside. Cam gets the inside outside for TJ to go triple single instead of double double. Up the inside to go middle right for TJ. Step on, off, triple, triple, single between these two. We'll see if we have another battle between them for the rest of this moto. With Jake Kaysen behind him, along with Boy, it looks like behind him. It might be Steiner instead, one of the two of them. Someone is down, so it was Steiner. It was right behind Jake. So TJ holding on strong here in P2. Continues. I realized they did not run ads, so you might get ads before the end of this second main event. Sorry about that. Preoccupied with the DDoS and stuff, but Cam leading the way over TJ. They're all starting to form a bit of a gap on each other, with Jake sitting in P3, Steiner 4th, Trojan 5th, Sundog 6th, 7th for Boy, 8th Merritt, 9th Fresh, 10th is Callum, 11th Miles, 12th Reed, 13th Chase, 14th Linz, 15th Tiger, 16th Aiden, 17th HM, 18th JS7, 19th and 20th is Taro and AK. But TJ still in, looks like he's behind Jake because of it. Because of cuts, sorry. But TJ leading the way with Jake, trying to close in here. Cam already starting to pull a bit of gap. It's up to 5 seconds now between these guys. TJ getting the quad. Does Jake get it clean? He does. Jake's starting to become a heavy hitter. He's always been one of the fast riders in this game. But this year it seems to be more of a breakout season. You know, he got a win last week. And now he's looking to, you know, continue that pace and bring it on into this Triple Crown. Not so great of a first moto, but still holding steady here in this second main event here with 9 minutes to go. Off the track a little bit is TJ. But Jake not close enough to capitalize because of it. Gonna hit the Supercross triple or the finish line with, it looks like it is Trojan now up behind him into P4. He's got Boy behind him with Steiner and Sundog and Dorian Merritt. Aiden's still down in P15 though. Keeping an eye on all these battles. Sundog's getting squarely down. He goes. Steiner trying to catch up to Boy here. See if he can keep it close here. Gets the quad, double on to the start here, and get the triple into the corner. And then, ooh, mistake. Boy off the track. We'll see if he can still get the triple on. He does, just barely, but can't get the triple off, or the step off cleanly. Sorry. No, he's on a Fantic is what that is, not a Honda. Yeah, thankfully not a Honda. You know, with all these red bikes, they kind of have to mush them all together. You know, with Beta, Fantic, Honda, Ducati, Gas. I mean, they got a shit ton of red bikes in this class. But unfortunately, Tometa only Yamaha used except for Linz. So we're holding on steady here. We'll see if Boy can capitalize on Steiner. Ooh, well, goes for the double, triple, double across the start straight. Different line there for Steiner. Love to see it. As Boy tries to make the pass on him. Triple on to the start. Go triple on, off. See, that's Trojan just ahead of these guys in that P4 spot. Keep an eye on time and score and see if anything changes up front, though. Let's go on, off. Gonna get the triple here. Get the double. But Boyd's still trying to make something happen here on Steiner. It would be a pass into that P5 position. Ooh, someone's down ahead of him. I think that's Trojan. It is. So now Steiner and Boyd looking to move up to P4 if they could catch up to Trojan here. Getting the triple double on the start. And they're both going to the triple into the corner here. And then quad over. Triple into the corner so they could triple right on out. And then triple on, off, quad. It looks like Trojan's going outside to get the triple along with Boy. Steiner's going kind of middle, double here. Could definitely still get the triple from the middle line. No one's going for the quad. Might not be fully consistent for anyone. I mean, I haven't checked out on Cam or TJ yet when they aren't battling if they're going for it. Looks like something has changed. Maybe a Cam crashes this down from 8 seconds to 3. The road. We'll see if Steiner holds on. Trojan down again at the end of the whoops. Not what he wants to see. And only has to go double, triple, as now the teammates are fighting of Cam and TJ. Saw it at the corner of my eye. Now we're back up front with these two. Replay of last moto, and Trojan's off the track once again. Even more mistakes starting to pile on for him. Going on, off, triple, triple, single, like most guys here. No one really opting to go step over, double, triple, triple, or triple, triple, double. So now TJ trying to make it 2 for 2 here. Through the whoops they go, a little squirrely, but able to corral it on in. Triple, double over there. Getting the triple into the corner. Going for the quad here. Does Cam get it? He does, just barely. TJ cases it. Still able to get the double, though. So he can still triple into the corner. And through they go. Getting a triple on at the start. Triple on, off. Going for the quad again. They got some lappers now starting to catch him slowly. And server going. Well, we tried, boys. Getting so close each time. So close. So close. Ugh. Well. Honestly, might just have to take the first 2 races and call it, because we're not gonna be able to get a third one in, and I don't know about waiting again to just get 20 minutes of racing done. Um, I don't know. It could be 2-2. Yeah, just a double crown instead of. I mean, it'd suck obviously being 1 race short, but there's not much we could do right now. Let's go 6 time for some edits, boys. So I don't know. Not much else I could do except for play edits and wait for shit to happen. Wait for decisions to be made. Uh, what fucking edit is this? This ain't part of the edit. What happened here? Until I fix that.
Yes, server went down again.
We made it 8 minutes. Is that moto culture? Is that MCC? Looks like races postponed until Sunday. Alright, boys. Alright. See where's some I'll run the motor culture edit for you. Just final edit of the stream. Since we're postponing until Sunday again to hopefully get these final mains done for this Triple Crown. I do want to say thank you, boys, for trying to bear with all the aerial guys with Ryan, Nico, everybody trying to get this all sorted out because Paboso can't figure out his own shit, apparently. Doesn't want to work on his moneymaker. The reason why he has all the free time to work on his other games. So, Sunday is K-Bell, so we might not see some of these guys. Um, so yeah, I don't know. We'll figure something out. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Um, anyone who is curious, I would say keep an eye on the Discord. Yeah, they might just code the results as is. So, um, yeah, thank you, boys, for chilling, hanging out. But that is going to call it. And I will see you boys next week or Sunday if we run it. So see you then.